So what I've accomplished is Paul's Law. So Paul's Law is aides, teachers, bus drivers, and all them trying to make them recognize what a seizure is.
And how to respond to seizures to keep kids safe in school.
The trouble in school was I've been bullied throughout it. Not really severely, but like minorly, I guess. Yeah.
About the epilepsy.
Yeah.
I think that's a part of it. Like, as you know, epilepsy can be a tough disorder. For us, it was a matter of, making Paul feel safe, and for teachers learning how to recognize seizures. Because if somebody would have recognized this sooner, we would have got a diagnosis sooner. We could have got help sooner. So we just thought, training school personnel would be a nice place to start, and a good conversation as a beginning to eventually training businesses down the line.
What did you expect your future would be like when all this was starting?
I didn't really think that it was going to be like a normal future since I have this. But I still believe that I can do what I want to do. Like I can probably like fulfill my dreams.
And she let Paul sit in her seat to press the button in the assembly. So the board lit up and it was all unanimous votes. So he actually got to vote for his own law. He said, I feel very privileged to be signing a law for a young man who has his whole life to live, who's making a difference in this world.
I was diagnosed at the age of 5. Many people refer to those having seizures or those diagnosed with epilepsy as epileptics. And I just didn't refer to that name quite well. And as I became older, I became a little wiser. And myself and other advocates and other survivors, we just didn't like that name as epileptic. So when people say, when I introduce myself, or if someone wants to do a presentation about me, I consider myself as an epilepsy survivor. I even traveled to the West Coast and experimented myself as an epilepsy survivor. I've noticed a change in the decrease of my seizure activity. I became a cannabis oil advocate, wrote letters to the Georgia State, Senate's offices, made phone calls. So I tell people you can do the same thing that I did. Continue to write to your state representatives. Continue to go down there. You can contact local radio stations or TV broadcasting and tell your story about what's going on with your health. A main concern that I have is driving with this medical condition, with this illness. In June of 2006, I had a seizure while driving, and it became a tragic car accident. And I do not want anyone to go through what I faced, because that changed my life.